Label printers are a useful investment whether you have an online business or like to simply print the odd label here and there, and this all-in-one compact solution, the FreeX, carries some extra features that could possibly make it the best thermal label printer yet. As the name suggests, thermal label printers print directly onto sticky back labels, saving printing time as well as adding that professional touch to your packages. Add to that the advanced thermal printing technology, meaning the unit only needs direct thermal labels that you can buy anywhere. No ink or special ribbons needed, so it's cheap to run too. The printer itself is slightly larger than competing models, although still quite compact overall. It does carry this box-style design with its sharp edges, other than one rounded corner button that is, but like other label printers there's not really much more to see on the unit itself. On the rear we find a single USB port for connecting to your computer. A compatible cable is included with the printer, although you'll need your own Type-C cable if that's all your computer has available. Next to this is the main power input, with an adapter included in the package of course, as well as the unit's main power switch. On the top, a single button used to feed and auto-calibrate the inserted labels, while on either side we have levers that can be pulled to open the top cover of the printer. So here we find the bed where the thermal labels pass through, thanks to this rubberized roller which grips and pulls labels through at high speed, working alongside a small sensor just above, while the main print head is in the top lid. This gets pushed down onto the label, applying heat where the chemical reaction needs to take place in order to print onto the label. What's most convenient about this printer is not only do we find a gap on the rear for feeding through fan-folded labels, albeit the labels will need to sit behind the printer to feed through, but by flicking a small tab we release a spring-loaded spindle holder, providing the ability to place a roll of labels inside the printer itself, creating a complete self-contained unit, which is pretty neat. Setup is nice and easy too. With the labels in place and facing upwards, the printer will recognise the label nice and easy. Computer setup is just as easy. In fact, if we head across to the setup link noted on the card included with the unit, we find print drivers for both Windows and Mac, as well as full step-by-step instructional guides. Run through the driver wizard to install the printer driver, and you're pretty much set to go with the ability to print labels directly from all the most popular couriers. No issues there at all. Printing is nice and fast, with the ability to rip off your label nice and easy. Quality is more than adequate for posting, with clear, workable QR and barcodes included. What's different with this unit though is the ability to set up wireless printing. Setup is a little in-depth, although follow through the step-by-step guide on the webpage and you're up and running in no time. Note though, although printing is nice and quick, it does take around 10 seconds or so from the time you hit the print button to the printer actually receiving the data and printing the label. Not a deal breaker, but a point to note. Otherwise though, wireless printing does work perfectly well. There's not much more to it. The FreeX Thermal Label Printer completes a seemingly simple task without issue in a nice, neat, self-contained unit. With that added wireless connectivity, you can pretty much place the printer anywhere and still print, albeit a little slower, but without having to dock and connect cables. As it stands though, if you're after a thermal label printer with the wireless convenience to go with it, the FreeX is easy to recommend.